Welcome back to Behind the Scenes at Solent Turf, where we're documenting our David versus Goliath battle as we try to build a builder's merchant alongside our family turf farm, competing up against huge private equity money and some of the oldest companies around. So as always, smash that like button and subscribe to continue watching our journey to see if these two underdogs can cause an upset. I'm Jack, he's George, and this is Building a Family Business, episode 13. Cue the music. Coming up on this week's episode, I make some more strange grunting noises. George nearly brings an end to the Stanford brothers. Git that's coming in Monday. Have you just nearly crashed the truck? And the man with no face is back. Welcome back, guys. It is Monday. It is our first proper working week of the year. We're on to episode 13. The Christmas festivities are now over. Holidays have been done. We're now looking forward to a year of hard work and hopefully lots of growth and opportunity. We're kick-starting the week off on a Monday. The sun is shining, the weather is good, the fields are nice and dry, and we're carrying off with the momentum that we had on the back end of last year, where we're still super busy. So first up, our priorities this week: we need to continue smashing the turf out. We need to carry on with the progress in getting our new lorry ready, and we've got loads of new materials that need ordering up for the landscaping yard. So that's the plan this week. Sadly, my optimism didn't last long.
What's happened?
It's happened again. As the fuel issue that we'd had a few weeks back had come back with a vengeance. Every time it conked out, it meant I'd have to get out the tractor, lift the bonnet up, drink some diesel, shut the bonnet back down, climb back into the tractor, only to repeat the whole process 10 minutes later, which meant getting back out the tractor, lifting the bonnet back up, drink some more diesel, put the bonnet back down, climb back up into the tractor, and repeat the process. This went on for hours. By the end of the day, I'd consumed enough diesel to fuel a pickup truck. And to make my misery even worse, the problem wasn't just restricted to inside the field. Sorry. After my afternoon of drinking diesel and being beeped at by passing traffic, there was only one solution. Farming is miserable. I don't know why I do it. I've had enough. So I've decided from about 5 minutes ago, I'd give up. I'm done with growing turf. That's the end of the YouTube vlogs. I'm going to emigrate to somewhere like Spain. Maybe buy myself a nice little shop front out there and do some jet ski rental. I can sit on the beach in the morning, have a nice coffee and watch my jet skis go around. That's what I'm going to do. First one of 2025 then, bruv. It's time for George's golf tip of the week. What you got for us this week?
My golf tip of the week is, if you're going to work on anything, work on the basic fundamentals like grip, alignment, ball position. They're the most important things.
Just come round to one of our other fields to pick up the telehandler to do a quick job of it, and I thought whilst I'm over here I'll have a look round these fields that we sown back in September. I don't know if anybody remembers that's watched a few of the episodes. One of the previous episodes we come round and looked at this and it wasn't looking good at all. We'd had so much heavy rain after seeding it, it washed it all away. But I'm surprised at how good it's now looking. We may actually get away with this now. I mean, the grass is coming up, which is one thing, but obviously that doesn't mean that we can necessarily cut it. It was more the ruts and the gullies that have been created in it, which we were more worried about. But possibly, if we get out early enough with the big flat roller, we may be able to save this and prevent having to redo it again, which will be massive if we do. I've not been and looked at the one next door yet, but this was the worst one, so I imagine the one next door is going to be absolutely fine. The first one that we did over the other side of the hedge will be fine. So we may have got away with this. It's the worst one I've ever seen, so one thing it will do is give us a bit more confidence going forward that we can recover them from such a bad place. Oh, this harvester's conked out again. This is about the 10th time it's happened now this morning. I just sent a picture of the fuel filter over to George because he's about to come past the dealership, so he's going to shoot in and pick one up, and we're going to put that on, see if that makes any difference. It's definitely fuel related. If I take the fuel line hose off and blow into it, or crack one of the injectors and tick it over for a minute, it then seems to fire up and run again. But we were doing that before, and then we were getting like another couple of days out of it, whereas now I'm getting like 10 minutes out of it, and then it just conks out again. It's already like 11:30 this morning. I've literally done nothing yet. So I am just in the workshop with the man with no face, who is doing a bit of work on the lorry for us. We're getting the forklift attachment put on the back. Show you his diagram here. These are the plans that we're working to, so it's going to look something like that. And here is the start of it coming to action. So we've got this bit along the back, we'll bolt onto the lorry, where the chains will go onto. So I'll try and get a video of my dad's current lorry. But this bit here, that's where the chains will bolt into, the pin will go through. And then these are where the curved bit of metal where the wheels butt up against to will bolt into. You can also see it now that the crane has been taken off. Looks loads different. We were going to try and get like a toolbox built on this back end, but the man with no face is refusing to do it. So no, because we need to cut, this has actually got to be cut off, so that will be cut back, no, wrong way, that way, to get the forklift as tight to the back of the lorry as possible, because we're just worried about the weight as and having to put a counterbalance on, so we want to avoid that. We're also going to widen the width of this bed, because at the moment we can't get 2 pallets of turf side by side on one another, which obviously is not going to work. So yeah, we need to make this wider. So we're going to put a bit of C section straight over the top of this, and then relay the floor over it. We'll probably get it sprayed before we put the floor down, then it'll make a nice job. The man with no face is taking the mick out of our new lorry. He thinks it looks like a 7.5 ton van rather than a proper lorry. I'll just show you quickly as well the work we've done to the front of the lorry. So we've now got the new sun visor on. The bracket was broken on the one before, it was sort of hanging off, and a new wing mirror. So we're working through the bits that need doing. We need to get an MOT on it, finish the forklift brackets, resprayed, and we're good to go.
No, I'm still loading up. Yeah, you're just cutting your 600. Alright, see you in a bit, bye.
Is he checking up on you?
Yeah. Now he's parking the lay-by up the road because he can't come in until I go.
That needs to go back in there really, but I need to get some O-rings. That O-ring there, it's gone.
And that goes in the bottom of the filter?
Yeah, the filter sits onto it, but it's not quite working right.
So that's the original part, isn't it?
Yeah. Try just for that one then. I'm going to put that back on. I'll put another washer on there, and I don't think it needed it. We'll try it. I'll do it.
It has made a big difference though, hasn't it? It's not been conking out like it was.
No. This should sort it.
It's about time Brower gave us a demonstration on a new one, Dad, isn't it?
Well, you'd have thought they would have done by now.
You're obviously not famous enough yet. You're hoping people are going to get you put on t-shirts like Gerald off Clarkson's Farm, aren't you?
No.
Picture of you in your overalls.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
I think we figured out the problem with the turf cutter. We got a new fuel filter to put on it, and when we took the old one off, all the rubber seal on the bottom had all corroded away. So we reckon it was probably sucking in air in the bottom of the filter, which was causing all the problems. But saying that, we put the new one on yesterday, and even this one's not sealing properly. George has just come back in for his second load. He's going to get loaded up now and then back on the road. How did you get on last night at that job?
Yeah, alright actually. Quite a big one. 12 3-metre bays, 13 posts, 24 bags of postcrete. I've priced it for the spurs. Haven't priced it for the bays yet.
As part of George's new sales role, he went out and priced the job last night for a fencing installation. So I should explain, we have now decided, typical me going back on my words, I know I said before that we were going to stay away from the turf laying and any landscaping work until later down the line. But as part of a really exciting partnership actually, we now have somebody that's going to come in and do all of our fencing work for us. So yeah, as part of George's sales job, he's going to start trying to win some work and price up some jobs. And we are going to go back out laying turf and taking on fencing work. So that was the first one he looked at last night. I think it will be a good decision, especially for our cash flow as we try to build the builders merchants, because that's just absorbing so much cash, constantly buying in more and more stock. The margins are low, so until we get that set up, it's just eating cash. We are finishing off the week by heading in to have a look at the lorry and check up on the progress of the forklift attachment that's being put on the back currently. Now I think it's nearly good to go. We're nearly at the point of being able to take the forklift round and put it on for a trial run, which is exciting. So I'm going to swing in there now and see how it's looking and possibly come back and get the forklift with my dad and give it a go. Otherwise, it'll be next week. So that's what we're doing to finish off the week. So this is how we're looking. She is now pretty much all tacked on. She's not quite ready for the forklift to go on yet, so that will be next week now. Looking really smart. We got a Saturday special for you guys today. Me and George are off to dig a driveway out for his mother-in-law, which is something a little bit different. I don't know if we're going to get it done though. We're trying to beat a skip that's coming in Monday.
Snakes.
Oh, have you just nearly crashed the truck?
Yeah.
Got a trailer snake on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a skip coming in Monday, so we got to get it done. Well, she's got a skip coming in Monday, so we got to get it done for her by then. But it's now like nearly 10 o'clock. George was away last night for his birthday, so we are well up against the clock. What do you reckon? We're going to get it done in time?
Hopefully. I mean, all we've got to get done really is the hard standings and then get a skip on it. We don't necessarily have to finish it, because to be honest, putting the stone on might not be the best idea anyway, because they're going to trash it. So we might be better off coming back and doing the top coat when they're done.
And we're not driveway people, so don't judge us. We finished the week exactly how we started it, with more mechanical issues. Annoyingly, we never did get to wax the Type 1 down. That is it, guys, for another episode. As you saw, a very frustrating week on our part, but I hope you guys had a fantastic week, and I hope you've enjoyed episode 13 of Building a Family Business. See you on the next one.